Mike's foot slipped, and he accidentally fell into the water. The pool was too deep, and he couldn't see the bottom. He was about to drown. Just then, a whale noticed him and slowly swam towards him. It bit Mike's body, and it looked like it could tear him to pieces at any moment. But strangely, the whale didn't kill Mike. Instead, it lifted Mike up and safely delivered him back to the shore. At this point, Mike woke up. He turned around and stared at the whale in disbelief. The whale didn't respond but swam towards the deep water area. At that moment, he finally understood that this misunderstood marine creature actually had the gentlest soul. To repay the life-saving grace, Mike brought a large bag of fish early the next morning. But after he threw the fish into the water, the whale didn't eat it directly. It waited for Mike to feed it. Mike made a funny face, and the whale imitated it. This tacit understanding even shocked the trainers. Since this whale was captured, it hadn't been careless with anyone, let alone played and interacted together. Seeing Mike and the whale so close, the trainer also wanted to try. The whale directly dived into the water, wagging its tail to indicate unwillingness. This really made the coach angry. The trainer asked Mike to train the whale, otherwise, this whale would inevitably fall into the hands of its cruel boss. To save the whale, Mike readily agreed. With Mike's help, training the whale showed initial results. It began to become extremely docile. Through daily contact, Mike and the whale also became good friends. Mike even named the whale Willie. In his spare time, Mike would jump into the water and swim on Willie's back. In their world with only one person and one whale, there was nothing but endless joy. But as time passed, Willie also developed the ability to perform. This pleased the boss very much. A whale performance was planned to be held later. However, no one knew that this would be the beginning of a tragedy. The performance day arrived quickly. The audience seats were packed with people. A group of children kept knocking on the glass in the basement. This also made Willie uncomfortable because he had never seen so many people. So much so that when Mike called Willie to come over, Willie kept making sounds of refusal. But this performance was crucial. Mike began to beg desperately, but Willie still shook his head, indicating refusal. Seeing this situation, the audience in the stands began to sigh constantly. The sound got louder and louder, and they kept shouting for Mike to get lost. At this point, Mike could no longer bear it and could only leave sadly.